Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Harwell, bringing you St. Louis Cardinal baseball. And this is APBA, the voice of baseball in your home since 1951. We're coming to you from out here at the park. Today, the visiting San Francisco Giants will test the Cardinals at home.
It's opening day. The sounds of practice are stilled. The mitts are oiled, and another season begins. This is the first game in this 3-game series.
The Cardinals take the field here in the first. Get your scorecard. Here's how it lines up defensively for the Cardinals. Mize at first base. Hornsby at second. Smith, the shortstop. Boya at third. The outfield consists of Medwick in left field, Burkett in center field, and Musial over in right. Simmons is behind the plate and starting for the Cardinals. Gibson, the right-hander. He will be facing Giants starter, right-hander Marichal. We'll tell you about him in the bottom half, so settle in. We're ready to start this game. Alou leading off the first. Capable of some fine hitting. Alou has patience. Alou waits. Now Gibson ready. Here he comes. Swung on and missed. Gibson pulled a string. And Alou was way out in front. One down. Next up, Bonds. One down. Very dependable power. Very discriminating at the plate. Barry waits. Gibson looking in at the target. He cranks and fires. Grounded to short. Smith charges. Takes it on the short hop. Throws quickly. Out at first. 2 away. Mays is up next. A showstopper. Mays waits. Simmons ready to receive. Gibson deals. Line to left. Base hit. Medwick fields the ball, and Mays is aboard with a single. Now coming up, Williams. Very dependable power. Batter set. Pitcher Gibson set to go. And the pitch comes in. Half swing. It's popped up. Simmons is out. Mize is in. Simmons calls him off, and he covers it, and that retires the side. The line for the Giants. No runs, 1 hit. They leave 1. Giants, nothing. Cardinal coming up. For the Giants. The Giants take the field here in the first. Defensively for San Francisco. McCovey at first base. Fuentes at second. Clayton, the shortstop. Williams at third. The outfield consists of Bonds in left field, Mays in center field, and Alou over in right. Haller is behind the plate and warming up in the pen now for San Francisco. Marichal, the right-hander. He can get that big strikeout for you when you need it. Burkett will get it started for the Cardinals. Here's a guy who can see a penny from an airplane. Haller crouched down now. He brings it home. Grounded to second. He's there. Plenty of time, and he throws him out. 1 down. Well, Hornsby now walks out to bat. 1 down, nobody on. Here's a guy who can see a penny from an airplane. Rogers does get on. Right-hander Marichal ready. Marichal kicks and deals. Taken, strike 3. He's gone, 2 gone. Musial comes up to bat. Stand, one of the league's best. Haller sets up. And now the pitch. Hard 2 bouncer to short. Clayton covers it, plenty of time, fires. 3 away. for the Cardinals. 3 up, 3 down. No score in the game. We go to the top of the second inning. For San Francisco, it'll be McCovey, Haller, and Clayton. Here's McCovey to lead it off. A showstopper. Willie does get on. Gibson looking home. The pitch. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. 1 away. 1 out. Second inning. Here's Haller. Tom will hurt you. Haller knows how to get on base. Haller relaxes himself at the plate. Catcher Simmons sets his target. He comes home. And he fans him. Haller is gone.
2 down.
We have right-handed Clayton to bat for the Giants. Royce is a tough out. The batter stands in. Simmons crouched down now. Here's a pitch from Gibson. Hit in the air to center. Burkett takes 3 steps to his right, taps the glove. He has it. 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Midway through the second. No score. We head for the bottom of the second inning. The Cardinals will have Medwick, Mize, and Simmons here in the second. To get it going, Medwick. He's a pretty fair apple knocker. Marichal ready. The pitch. Hit in the air to center. Mays takes 3 steps to his right, taps the glove. He has it. 1 down. One out, second inning. Now Mize to face Marichal. He is dangerous. It's hard to keep Mize off the base pass. Mize steadies his bat. Marichal ready. The pitch. Pop foul behind first, near the stands. McCovey moves under it, takes a couple of steps to his left, and makes the catch. And that's out number 2. Simmons gets set to face Marichal. The switch-hitting Ted will bat left here. Nobody on. 2 down. Simmons at the plate to hit. Catcher Haller sets his target. The offering from Marichal. Fly ball right field. Alou is there. And he makes the catch. That's 3 away. For the Cardinals. 3 up, 3 down. No score. We head for the top of the third inning. Fuentes, Marichal, and Alou to bat next. To get it going for the Giants here. Fuentes, the switch-hitting Tito will bat left here. Fuentes, recently known as a solid hitter. Fuentes, ready. Gibson, poised. Gibson winds up. Fuentes lashes one to right. It falls, and Fuentes is on with a single. Now coming up, Marichal. Juan taking his first at bat of the season. Fuentes is fast enough to be a factor here. In the box now. Right-hander Gibson ready. Gibson brings it. He squares, bunted hard toward first. Mize has it, looks at second, and goes there. Just in time. Good heads-up play. 1 away. Next to bat for San Francisco is Alou. He's their leadoff hitter. For San Francisco, 1 away. Runner on first. Marichal with satisfactory speed. The batter stands in. Simmons sets up. The pitch. Routine fly ball, center field. Burkett backs. He squeezes it two away. And Marichal gets back safely. Bonds is up next.
Gibson.
Now set. The delivery from
Gibson.
Pulled hard down the line to right. Into the corner. Marichal racing for third. Bonds headed for second. Marichal digging. He will score. Musial plays the carom, the throw to third. The relay. The slide. And he's safe. The leather missed him. Triple and an RBI for Bonds. And he jumps right up and claps his hands. So a run scores on Bonds' first triple, and the Giants go ahead by a run, 1-0. Third inning. One on, the top of the third inning. Mays, the hit for the Giants. Bats right.
Gibson.
Looking in. Looks at third. He lets one go. It's a high fly to right. Musial camps in his tracks. And he drops it. Bonds scores. Now he quickly wings it back to the infield. Mays has to hold it first. And the Giants get a gift. Musial picks up an error. He was just a little casual making that play. That'll give Weaver a few more gray hairs. And the Giants add to their lead. This ball game now 2-0. Williams is up next. Right-hander
Gibson.
Ready. Mays bluffs going. Now the pitch cut on. It's a high fly. Straightaway center. Burkett has it measured. This should do it. And he makes the catch for the third out. The line for the Giants. 2-2-1. They leave one. And they go ahead in the game. Cardinals trailing 2-0, and we'll go to the home half. The Cardinals will send out the bottom of the lineup. Moya, Smith, and
Gibson.
Here's Moya to lead it off. Ken, the feared slugger. Marichal gets set to work on him. The offering. Moya piles into this pitch. That could be trouble. Alou races it to the wall. Back. Picked clean. One away. Smith gets set to face Marichal. The switch hitter will be a lefty against Marichal. Smith good at the plate. Batter facing Marichal. Marichal ready. The pitch from Marichal. Smith smacks it toward the hole. Clayton far to his right. Nice stop. But he bobbles it. Smith takes a big turn around first, but he'll stop there. They give him a single. It would have been a tough play, even if he had fielded it cleanly. And that's the first base knock for the Cardinals in this game. Next up, St. Louis hitter
Gibson.
Bob taking his first at bat of the season.
Gibson.
Ready. Right-hander Marichal. Ready. First baseman McCovey right on the bag. He squares. Marichal comes home. He gets it down. Right at McCovey. He feels it. Falls down. Throws to first from his knees in time to Fuentes to get
Gibson. Gibson.
Has himself a successful sacrifice. Smith moves down to second. One on. Burkett is out to take his hacks. He hits from the left. Right-handed Marichal goes to the set position. Smith stretching his lead. He lets it go. High fly ball. Right field. Alou trots over. Taps the glove. Makes the catch. For the Cardinals, no runs on one hit. No errors. One left on. They had a chance but could not convert. After three, it's still 2-0 Giants. For San Francisco, it'll be McCovey, Haller, and Clayton. To get it going, McCovey. McCovey relaxes himself at the plate. Gibson looking in. Gibson comes to the plate. McCovey swings. It's a high bouncer to third. Moya gloves it. Sets. Long throw to first, and he gets him. One down. Haller comes up to bat. Tom ready. Gibson prepared to work. The delivery. A healthy cut by Haller, but he sends it straight up. Simmons flings his mask aside and cradles the ball. 2 away. Next up, San Francisco hitter Clayton. Gibson ready. The delivery. Check swing. They check with the first base ump. He punches him out. 3 down. So the Giants go in order. We've played 3 1/2. Cardinals down 2-0. The big hitters coming up against Marichal. 2, 3, 4. Hornsby, Musial, and Medwick. Hornsby to lead it off for the Cardinals. He swings from the right. Marichal looking in at the target. The pitch. Off-balance swing. It's skied. In foul territory. Haller's over. McCovey is there at the dugout. It's out of reach. Strike 1. Hornsby back in the box. Right-hander Marichal ready. The pitch comes in. This one is hit. It may carry. It's way back. Bye-bye. Over the left field wall. So they collect the solo homer, his first home run of the season. The Cardinals are on the board, trimming the lead to 1. The fans want more. No outs, a run in. Musial gets set to bat against Marichal. Musial steps up to the plate. Marichal looking in at the target. The offering. Musial powders this ball to left. It drops between Bonds and the line. Is chased down by Bonds. Musial steams to the second. He has himself a double. St. Louis now sends Medwick to bat from the right. For St. Louis, Musial on second. No outs. Musial at second has some speed. Marichal climbs the mound. His mitt steady. Checks Musial at second. The pitch. Swung on. Softly hit line to center. Here comes Mays. He makes the running catch. Steals a hit from Medwick. Musial held up, and now he tags. But they're holding him at second as the throw comes in. One on. Mize up. Musial at second can move if he's prodded. Marichal sets up on the rubber again. Marichal prepares to come home. Pitcher steps off. Marichal is back on the rubber. Here's the delivery. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Marichal slipped one by him, and Mize is enraged. He doesn't like that called strike, but he'll have to live with it. Two gone. Next to bat for St. Louis is Simmons. 2 outs. Musial standing out at second. Now Marichal ready. He brings it in. Slow chopper toward Clayton. He charges it. Surrounds it. Juggles it. He'll go to first. And that retires the side. For the Cardinals, a run on 2 hits. No errors. 1 left. They score, but still trail by 1-4 in the books here in St. Louis. Cardinal down 2-1. San Francisco due up. Fuentes, Marichal, and Alou to bat next. Here's Fuentes to lead it off. Tito can be dangerous. Catcher Simmons sets his target. The delivery from Gibson. Hard 2 bouncer to short. Smith covers it plenty of time. Fires. 1 down. Pitcher Marichal to hit. Batter set. Right-hander Gibson ready. Here's a pitch. Fly ball center field. Should be no trouble. Burkett is there, and he pulls it in. 2 down. Now coming to bat for the Giants, Alou. Alou is hitless in 2 at-bats. Gibson gets set to work on him. Gibson comes to him. High fly ball to deep center. Burkett is back on the track, reaches up, and brings it down. That's 3 away. So the Giants go quietly. After 4.5, it's still 2-1 Giants. Bottom of the lineup, Boya, Smith, and Gibson coming up. Boya will get it started for the Cardinals, and he hacks from the right. Marichal is ready to fire it in. The pitch comes in. Grounded to Williams at third. He's up with it. Fires to McCovey, and it pops out of his glove. And Boya is on at first. McCovey picks up an error. The tying run is on. Runner on first. No one out. Down by 1. Smith is stepping up to hit against Marichal. The switch hitter will go to the first base side of the box. Ozzie is 1 for 1. It will be tough to turn 2 with Smith to plate. Marichal on the rubber. Now glances at Boya. They're holding Boya. But he's well off the bag. Boya is on the move. Hit the Bonds in deep left. He gallops for it. He's at the warning track, and he makes the catch. 1 down. Boya scampers back to first. Gibson to face Marichal. Marichal looking in. First baseman McCovey right on the bag. He squares. Here's the pitch. Bunted down the first base line. McCovey charges, gloves it. He flips the Fuentes, covering in time. Gibson sacrifices. Boya moves down to second. The tying run is now at second base. We have Burkett coming up to hit. He bats left. Runner on second. 2 outs. Down by 1. Burkett is hitless in 2 at-bats. Boya has the wheels at second. He scores, and we're tied up. Marichal bends for the rosin bag. Burkett in the box. Leans in. Marichal climbs the mound. Haller sets up. Boya now with an aggressive lead. Now Marichal pitches. Swing and a miss. Hang up a K for Marichal. That's 3 away. That'll do it for St. Louis. No runs on no hits. The Giants fumble once, 1 left on. They had a chance but could not convert. We've played 5. Cardinals down 2-1. St. Louis will now face the San Francisco strength. Bonds, Mays, and Williams. Here's Bonds to start it off. Barry is a tough out. San Francisco starter Marichal pitching tough. To stay in this game, the Cardinals need to stop them here. They're down by 1. Batter waits. Gibson looking home. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle. Strike 3. One away. Here's Mays coming to the plate. Mays, recently known as a solid hitter. Gibson looking in at the target. Gibson into his motion. Delivers. Swung on. Hot smash to Hornsby. He dives. He knocks it down. Throws quickly. In time. 2 away. Now coming up, Williams. Williams is 0 for 2. Williams now ready. Gibson looking in. The pitch. It's grounded into the hole by Boya and into left field. Williams rounds first and holds. He's on with a single. Now McCovey to face Gibson. 2 outs. Williams down at first. McCovey has done nothing in 2 trips. McCovey gets in there. Gibson now set. The pitch. McCovey pounds it on the ground. Hornsby stops it on 1 hop. Shovels to Smith for the force. 3 down. That'll do it for San Francisco. Nothing across. So the Giants failed to capitalize on the runner. The score is still 2-1. San Francisco. As we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. And here comes the artillery for St. Louis. Hornsby, Musial, and Medwick. Here's Hornsby to lead it off. Batter facing Marichal. Marichal looking in at the target. The pitch. Swung on, grounded to Williams at third. Throws quickly. Out by a step. 1 down. Musial now walks out to bat. He bats left-handed. Stan does get on. Musial gets in there. Marichal prepared to work. The pitch. In the air to center. Mays has it in his sights, and he tucks it away. 2 away. Medwick is now up. Joe 0 for 2. Medwick has pop in that bat. Joe steps up. Marichal gets set to work on him. The delivery from Marichal. It's a shot to left center. Drops in front of Mays. Takes it in. Medwick holds first for the single. For St. Louis. 2 gone. Medwick down at first. St. Louis now sends Mize to bat, hitting from the left side. Johnny is 0 for 2. Catcher ready. The delivery from Marichal. Whacked it into right field. Alou's got a long way to go. Still after it. Near the line. He makes a catch. And the side is retired. For the Cardinals, no runs on 1 hit. They leave 1. We've played 6. Cardinals down 2-1. For San Francisco, here in the 7th, Haller, Clayton, and Fuentes. Haller will lead off the 7th. He's a left-handed batter. Tom has been a reliable hitter. Batter waits. Gibson looking home. Here's a pitch from Gibson. Strike 3. He's out of there. 1 down. Right-handed batter Clayton steps up to face Gibson. Royce can be dangerous. Pitcher Gibson eyeing Clayton. Now he's ready. Gibson winds and fires. Hit in the air to center. Burkett takes 3 steps to his right. Taps the glove. He has it. 2 away. Next up,
San Francisco.
hitter Fuentes. Fuentes is 1 for 2. The batter stands in.
Gibson.
Poised. And the pitch comes in. Hit in the air to center. Burkett takes 3 steps to his right, taps the glove. He has it. Side retired. So the Giants go down 1, 2, 3. We've played 6.5. Cardinals down 2-1, and they'll try to get it back coming up. Okay, folks, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch. For St. Louis, here in the 7th, Simmons, Boya, and Smith. Here's Simmons to start it off. The hitter stands in. Pitcher Marichal set to go. The pitch. Swung on, foul tip. Held by Haller. Strikeout, 1 away. Boya to face Marichal. Boya knows how to get on base. Boya waiting. Marichal ready. The pitch. Boya hits a comebacker. Marichal knocks it down, barehands it, and throws to first. Close play, and the ump calls Boya out. Here's Smith to hit for the Cardinals. 2 gone. Smith has a hit in 2 trips. Pitcher Marichal eyeing Smith. Now he's ready. Marichal winds and fires. Smith swings, and it's lifted to right. A routine chance for Alou. And that's all for Smith. 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, and at the end of 7, the score still stands 2-1. Cardinals down as we head for the top of the 8th inning. Marichal, Alou, and Bonds to bat next. Pitcher Marichal to lead it off. Simmons sets up. He cranks and fires. Strike 3. Marichal swung right through it. 1 down. One away.
San Francisco
Now sends Alou to bat, hitting from the left side. Matty is their leadoff man. A very steady hitter. Alou 0 for 3. Alou settles himself in the box. Right-hander
Gibson
ready. The delivery. It's lifted high in the air. Center fielder Burkett parks under it. He's got it. And Alou is gone. 2 away. All right. Bonds now walks out to bat. 2 down. Base is clear. Bonds 1 for 3. Has a ribby. And he scored a run. Pitcher
Gibson
set to go. Now he comes home with it. Swung on, blind to short. And he spears it. Bonds is gone. 3 down. For the Giants, 3 up, 3 down. Cardinals still with a 1-run deficit. For St. Louis, it'll be
Gibson
Burkett and Hornsby.
Gibson
Is scheduled to hit. Marichal climbs the mound, rotates the ball in his right hand. Cardinals skipper Weaver walking down the bench. You can mark pitcher
Gibson.
out for the Cardinal. Weaver not letting him bat. Hafey will now hit for him. Bats right. He breaks off a willow branch. Walks confidently before the crowd. So
Gibson.
gets his innings. He pitched 8. His line,
2
runs,
1
earned, on 4 hits. He stands to lose it unless the Cardinal can make up the 1-run deficit. Here comes Hafey to take his cuts, a force to be reckoned with. Marichal is on the slab. The St. Louis crowd spurring on. Hafey, pitcher unmoved. And the pitch comes in. Soft grounded to Williams. He's up with it. The throw across the diamond in time. And there's one away. One gone, 8th inning. Next to bat for St. Louis is a left-hand hitting Burkett. He's their leadoff hitter. Burkett 0 for 3. Jesse with dynamite bat control. Marichal is on the slab. Righty against lefty. Now the pitch. Lofted down the line to right. Alou racing over. He won't get it. He cuts it off. Burkett wisely holds first. He's on with a single. The tying run is on. One away, 8th inning, one on. Right-handed batter Hornsby now walks out to bat. Already has a homer in this game, his first. Hornsby 1 for 3. It will be tough to turn 2 with Hornsby at the plate. Hornsby pulls at his sleeve, works the bat across his back. Marichal works the ball with his hand. Hornsby in the box, bends his shoulders, lowers the bat an inch or two. Now ready. Marichal foot on the rubber. Marichal looking in at the target. Body rigid. Burkett 2 full strides off first. The delivery swung on. It's a high fly to center. Mays roams over. Plenty of room. And he takes it in. And they are now 2 away. Burkett is tagging, but he holds first. 2 away, 8th inning, 1 on. Here's Musial to hit for the Cardinal. Stan has been up 3 times with 1 hit. Thunder in that bat. Musial knows what his team needs is a hit. Right-hander Marichal ready. Burkett bluffs going. Here comes a pitch. This one is hit. It may carry a long run for Bonds. If it's fair, it's trouble. And it drops foul. Strike 1. Musial ready to take on Marichal again. Marichal prepares to come home. The offering to Musial. And it jumps out of the catcher's mitt. He's after it. It didn't go far, and Burkett has to hold first. Ball 1. Musial ready to take on Marichal again. Haller crouched down now. The pitch. Hit hard to Clayton. He takes a high hop, throws quickly to first to retire the side. The half for the Cardinal. No runs, 1 hit. They leave 1. They had a chance but could not convert. Cardinal still with a 1-run deficit. St. Louis will now face the heart of the Giants lineup. Mays, Williams, and McCovey coming up. Raboski is coming on to pitch for the Cardinal. For Raboski, this is his first appearance. He's a southpaw. Well, to get it going for the Giants here, Mays bats right. Thunder in that bat. Mays has been up 3 times with 1 hit. Raboski takes a few warm-up pitches. He's rubbing up the ball. We're ready to go. Weaver always thinking for the Cardinal. Medwick moves to right field. Mark this down. Musial will stay in the game. He goes to left field for the Cardinals. Raboski is finished with his warm-up pitches. The umpire is brushing off the plate. We're ready to go. Raboski looking home. The delivery from Raboski. It's grounded into the hole by Boya and into left field. Mays rounds first and holds. He's on with a single. Second safety for Mays. Next to bat for San Francisco is Williams. He bats cleanup. Runner on first, no one out. Williams is 1 for 3. Raboski put on the rubber. Now Raboski ready. He breathes deeply. Exhales. First baseman Mize perched right in front of the bag. The pitch. This one is hit. It may carry a long run for Musial. If it's fair, it's trouble. And it drops a foot inside the line. Mays rounds third. The throw comes into Smith. They're holding Mays at third, and Williams is in standing with a double. Second hit for Williams in the game. The Giants have 2 on, second and third. No one out. Here's McCovey. McCovey is hitless in 3 at-bats. Does not strike out often. McCovey preparing himself, bends to straighten his socks. Raboski works the ball with his hand. McCovey in the box. Waits for the pitch. San Francisco could break it open right here. Raboski set, a little glistening on his upper lip, and they're putting McCovey on. He trots down to first, but McCovey is disappointed. There's no room now for mistakes to Haller. Weaver will let Raboski take his chances with Haller. No outs, 9th inning. The table is set. Next up, Haller. Haller 0 for 3. Haller is struck out twice. The Giants lead the Cardinals 2-1. So Raboski either throws it over the dish or forces in a run. Haller preparing to bat. Taps the bat. Oh, he doesn't like that one. Goes to the woodpile. He's back. Raboski stretches his arms above his head. Batter in the box. Now ready. Raboski foot on the rubber. The right-handed hitter Clayton on deck. Lefty against lefty. San Francisco could break it open right here. Raboski looking home. They're pulled in around the infield. The runners take their lead. The offering to Haller. Lined hard to right. Base hit. Medwick is after it. He cuts it off deep in the gap. Mays scores. Williams is around third. McCovey is around second. The throw comes into Mize. Haller is on at first for the single. And they're holding Williams at third. So the single drives in 1, and the Giants add to their lead. This ball game now 3-1. Bases choked. The top of the 9th inning. We have right-handed Clayton to bat for the Giants. Royce 0 for 3. Raboski climbs a mound. Fuentes waves a weighted bat on deck. San Francisco could break it open right here. Raboski set. Infielders in. The runners take their lead. He cranks and fires. And it hits him. Clayton's in pain, but he seems to be okay. And he trots down to first. And that forces in a run. RBI for Clayton. And the bases are still loaded. And the Giants now lead 4-1. Bases choked. Fuentes now walks out to bat. Tito has been up 3 times with 1 hit. Fuentes now ready. Raboski will go to work on him. Infield drawn in. The pitch. Fuentes pops it up behind the plate. Simmons tosses the mask away. He's running back. At the screen. It's out of play. Strike 1. Fuentes stands in again. Now Raboski ready. The runners take their lead. The pitch. Fuentes drives one down the left field line. It's in there for a base hit. Musial is over quickly. McCovey scores. Haller is around third. Clayton is well around second. They're waving Haller in. Haller scores. Clayton holds second as the throw comes in. So the single drives in two, and the Giants take a big lead, 6-1. Next batter, Marichal. I guess you can never have too many runs. Raboski is ready to fire it in. Infield back at double play depth. The runners take their lead. The offering to Marichal. Grounded hard to short. Could be two. Smith fields it. Flips to Hornsby at second. Over to first. Double play. Clayton moves to third. Next up, San Francisco hitter Alou. Raboski is ready to fire it in. And a pitch. Way outside. Alou draws a base on balls. That was Alou's first walk of the season. Bonds, bat in hand. Catcher ready. The runners take their lead. The pitch. Easy bounce at Hornsby. He fields it. Over to Smith, covering second. For out number 3. The line for the Giants, 4-0. They leave 2, so the Giants have now taken a big lead. Cardinals down 6-1. It's not too early for the Cardinals to start a comeback. The Cardinals will have Medwick, Mize, and Simmons here in the 9th. To get it going, Medwick. Now Marichal, ready. The pitch. Swung on, hit the Bonds in deep left. He's back. Plenty of room. Takes a couple of steps to his left and brings it in, and that's out number 1. Mize, bat in hand. Marichal looking home. Now Marichal comes home with it. In tight, ball 1. Mize stands in again. Right-hander Marichal, ready. Marichal deals. Hot smash to third. Williams gets his glove on it. Now the long throw. McCovey scoops it on one hop, and Mize is retired. Nice play on both sides of the infield, and that's out number 2. Simmons comes up the bat. Haller set. The pitch. Popped up. Haller scrambles near the stands. It's playable. And he makes the catch. And that's it. Marichal has a beautiful 5-hitter. He went the full route. No joy if you're a St. Louis fan. Here's the line for the Giants. 6 runs on 8 hits, 1 miscue. They leave 5 for the Cardinals. A run on 5 hits, 1 miscue. And they leave 5. Marichal gets the win, his first. Gibson takes the loss, his first. So the Giants gain a step for the Giants. Overall, they now stand at 1-0. With this win, they move into undisputed first place for the Cardinals. Overall, 0-1. In the next game, the Cardinals will have another try. That puts the wraps on this one. Ernie Harwell and WAPBA leaving you from St. Louis. Final score? San Francisco Giants 6, St. Louis Cardinal 1.
All right, guys, so that is game 1 of a little doubleheader tonight. So before I get ready for the Action PC game, thank you, Robbie, the KCCL tournament, I want to address something, and I'm going to be very nice about it, as I try to do, because we're trying to build family here, but sometimes, yeah. So when you're a content creator, whether you have a huge channel or whether you're a tiny channel like mine, you try to, yeah, you try to do what you can do. And there's all kinds of different tastes here. We have the person I call the heart and soul of this channel, Ken Castro, who is hardcore cards and dice. And yet, he'll, if I'm broadcasting, if it's Out of the Park, if it's Baseball for Windows, Action PC, he was even hanging there with me when I was trying to do Diamond Mind, whatever. A ton of games on here that I have. I guess so I'm addressing this to somebody earlier who made one comment and said, I do not like this. That's your choice. That is your choice. I'm not attacking you for that choice. I appreciate you having the class to not make additional comments. But you know what? You play what you love. And many people say that. It's okay to not like a game. However, that being said, I'm not a fan of PC replay baseball, but I'm not going to go on somebody's channel who plays it and say, I don't like this, right? I think that was sort of uncool. In a community where people will watch a guy with a camera pointed down at the table, rolling dice and looking at charts, right? Well, people do that. People in this community will listen to this game, which was way ahead of its time. And will also suspend the same disbelief watching MLB The Show with all its graphic glitches. This game came out in 1994, 1995. I realize it's not to everybody's taste. It is what it is, man. Can't please everybody all the time, and I'm not going to try to do that. The idea behind doing this, and I'm not trying to justify myself, I'm going to do, in the end, what I want on here. And that's this. A lot of guys like this game because they can roll up games while they're listening. It's like having radio on in the background. There's times that I don't feel like calling an entire game or what have you. And there's times I want to sit back, listen, and chat. That's what I want to do. So, you know what? While I was doing this game, Rob ! Was doing cards and dice wrestling on his channel. There, you always have choices. So I'm not calling you out by name. You know who you are. Don't do that again, please. That really was not cool to say I don't like this. So don't tune in. I always on my streams, if it says APBA and baseball, sometimes I'll rate APBA baseball for Windows, sometimes whatever. But when you see that, just know it's Ernie Harwell and don't tune in. But don't be, and you know what? Don't be an asshole. Don't be an asshole and do what you did. If you don't like the game, then don't fucking watch it. That's it. All right? You do it the next time, you're out. You are out. Completely banned, gone. That's just not cool shit. There's guys in here that don't like this game, and they hang out. But you have choices. Our Red Sox fan might be streaming. I know ID Jester was streaming. You have choices. Don't be a shithead. All right? APBA goes back to 1951. It's part of baseball history. I play the game because I like it, and there are a few people in here that also like it. Aaron Reed. I don't want to single Aaron out, but for Aaron, this is the perfect game for him. Many of you know Aaron is sightless. This is a game that I bought for him. I also got him Action PC Baseball. But, a lot of nights, what I've noticed lately is when I'm doing MLB The Show, Aaron needs to ask who is up at the plate because those announcers don't say the names. And so I like to do this game. Not only for Aaron, so that way he can just get immersed in a game. He's a big fan. Robbie's a big fan. I got both of these guys into this game. I know there's glitches in it. It's 1994 technology and super ahead of its time and an excellent baseball engine running underneath it. I'm not a shill for APBA. This is not my favorite game, but it will continue to get play on this channel. Just like Out of the Park Baseball will, which is probably even more polarizing than this one. I could play it safe and do like some other guys do and play Stratomatic, and inside pitch. I don't like those games, but I don't knock the guys who play it. I like listening to, for instance, to what Robert does, RGO Network. He plays almost exclusively inside pitch, but it's fun and it's about community, and that's what I'm really trying to just keep going here. So, if I'm a little edgy, I thought that was really cool. If you don't like it, don't come. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I'm against censorship and against banning books. Guess what? If something offends you, turn the damn channel. If you don't like a book, don't buy it, don't read it, don't take it out of the library. But don't give me this bullshit. You just come in, I don't like this. Frankly, I don't give a shit. How's that sound? I don't care. So throughout this game, while Ernie's going on in the background, we're typing. We're talking baseball, Todd talking a bit of basketball, Todd and Cousin talking about some hockey cards and baseball cards that they had graded. This is just about, right? And this isn't even about what I want. I want to create community, and I've said so many times, the game is secondary. The game is secondary. Why do you think my damn streams go so long? A lot of guys go in, they do the game, they leave. I'm not into that. I'm not a broadcaster. But and I will tolerate a lot. I will tolerate a lot. But I'm not going to tolerate snarky bullshit comments. I will not do that. If you don't like it, don't come in. And if you don't like what I'm saying, you don't come back to the channel. That's your prerogative as well. It's nothing personal. But I know I'm a bit of a maverick in this community. I will speak my mind, and I think that was the absolute nadir of class. Absolutely, that was just not cool. So don't do it again. All right. If you think you're going to do it again, just don't come in. You see APBA, do not come in. That's all. As you do it again, you know what? My mods I'll remove your wrench and they can have fun. Seriously, and then I'll ban you. In fact, there's 2 managing moderators in here that have almost the same power I do. I'm not trying to be a dick here, all right? Not at all. This channel is hit a plateau. It's hit a plateau, and I'm not trying to make money on this, man. It's a group of hardcore, great baseball fans. And we ran into some shit at the end of last winter where I had, and you guys remember this, I'd asked for just a couple minutes of silence for those shooting victims, and everything blew up. And so, there are certain lines, and there's a lot of latitude, but man, this is just about us getting together and just chatting baseball. Whatever happens is what happens. It's the game. So that's what I have to say about that. And with that, and yeah, I mean, thank you, Mark, for that. I appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys. I do. I really, really do. But to me, coming in, I don't like this. That's trolling. That's just trolling, and I won't. And everybody in here has taken out trolls, and I don't question what any of the moderators do in here. But but the reason everybody has a wrench is not so that I can, I'm fast on the trigger. I'll knock somebody out in a heartbeat. I give everybody wrenches so that they can maybe put links to their projects or links to a great baseball article they've read, or God forbid, even an F-ball article, whatever, or a page they want to. That's why, and it's my way to say I trust you guys and your friends, your family. I can't give you money. That's why everybody has wrenches. But in the same token, I do have to have some control. It's my channel. And and I'm sorry, even if I'm ruining the vibe, I got to say it, man. Trying to just establish something. You look in the chat, if you're still here, a lot of guys come in here because they look forward to the end of the day when they can hang out. They can talk baseball, they can talk F-ball, hockey, golf, the weather, Natalie, right, Cousin Ken? And just have fun. We have good-natured fun, all right? If you don't like APBA baseball, all right, then don't come in anymore, please, for that. All right, that being said, now I'm done with that rant. Show you guys what I have coming up in Action PC. Then I'll end this broadcast in about 5 minutes. We'll get to the KCCL. But let me show you what I'm doing here. And I do appreciate all you guys very, very, very much. I want you to know that. And I don't like to go off like this. I really, really don't. I have enough shit going on in my life right now. And for me, being here with you guys is an escape. It really, really is. It's an escape too. I can, at least for a little bit of, a little bit of time, hang out with some people that are eclectic, that love baseball. We have different politics here, man. Yep, I got it, Clint. Now we'll take a look at it. Yeah, I tolerate John as a Braves fan, and he tolerates me as a Pirates fan. But I don't want to have to do this again. So you know who you are, and again, this isn't personal, but let's not do that again. So if you guys remember, and I've just named it a decade league till I can find something more to do it. I've always said that I'm not into doing like sort of season type things and season replays. This isn't, but I've been looking for a large project, and I think I found it. So this is the team, the subset of the baseball history collection on Action PC Baseball. And these are the greatest players by decade, from the 1800s to the 2000s. I've been busy today making logos, as you see in this play screen for a minute. So all these logos are logos that I made for these teams, whatever. And I see that I do have. Oh no, I don't. It's not a mess up. They all have their own logos, everything. And what I'm going to do with this is going to be probably a very, very, very long project. It's not going to be something that's going to get done in a few months. But, I've finally been looking for a long project, and this is it. So I hope you guys will enjoy it. If there's a team that you feel you want to take on, you can. I mean, I'll show you, for instance, let's give this a minute here. This way we get to show up. There's the King Kellys. So the King Kellys are the 19th century team. We've got these guys. We've got for the 1900s, we've got the Hannes Wagners. And the 1910, we've got the Ty Cobbs. For the 1920s, the Babe Ruths, and on and on and on and on and on. And I think this will be a lot of fun because while it is an all-time greats league of sorts, this is a chance to. It's a more concentrated, it's more loaded Howie Shanks, and to see how just to have a lot of fun because a lot of us love different eras of baseball. I think for Cousin Ken and I and Clinton too as well. But like for Cousin Ken and I, we're like really 19th century dead ball, and some 1920s whatever. And so I think it will be fun. So this way that while I am saying, hey, I'm going to feature on this channel on a channel, what I want to feature, I also want to be able to, have people come in and get excited. Aaron's into 1990s baseball, Robbie. A lot of folks, 1970s baseball. So there's a chance to really mix it up here, have a nice brouhaha with all these teams. So this is going to be, there's the Lou Gehrigs. This is the 1930s. I mean, it's going to be fun. These teams are so loaded. They are so overpowered that it's going to be just a blast. I mean, if I just have this generator lineup right now, oh my God, Charlie Gehringer, Archie Vaughn, Lou Gehrig, Paul Wainer, Mickey Cochran, Earl Averill, Joe Medwick, Harlan Clift. I mean, that's a scary lineup. So I just wanted to let you guys know that's going to be a long-term project. And McGreevy actually might be coming back before July. So that's what's sort of coming up. And we're going to continue the Ken Castro League. And then also another thing coming up on the channel. For the next round of Shanks, I'm not picking a team. I'm just announcing. And I do have to get back to that. But the other thing that's going to be coming up is the 1915 2019 World Series. I want to start revisiting old World Series and stuff like that. We've done that here already with 1909, 1912, 1921, and I want to go back and do that. And so this project here will kind of be this and MLB The Show, and when I do the sort of all-time great stuff that I do on Baseball for Windows and Out of the Park Baseball. It's for more general things. So I'm trying to find a balance to this baseball channel. But then other projects are going to be trying to get back to this channel's roots, and that's older baseball. Older baseball. Oh, yeah. Nobody has longer project. And, okay, you got it, cousin. So, yeah, this one. If you look here, actually, and then we'll cut this out. We'll be right back with the KCCL 1908 Cleveland Naps, 1909 Pittsburgh Pirates. I mean, the very first game of the season, you got the King Kellys versus the Honus Wagners. On opening day on this. And I mean, you look at the pitching matchups here. So, like for the 1960s, 1970s, Robin Roberts versus Fergie Jenkins. For the 20s versus for the Roots versus the Cubs, you've got Stan Kovaleski versus Ed Walsh. We've got Greg Maddux versus Steve Rogers as a matchup. Hud Galvin, Jack Cheesebro. John Smoltz, Don Drysdale, Bob Feller, Carl Hubble. This is going to be, I think, a lot of fun to do. And it might take a couple years to do it. Not that I'm going to play every game online. But it's a long project. And I hope it'll be something that folks will like. Because you're going to be guaranteed at some point to see some games from a decade or decades or era of baseball that you like. So, there you are. No. So, let me tell you about that, Clinton. So, yeah, what you have to look at is this screen right here. That other screen, this actually shows you the players, okay? This other thing here that you're looking at, Clinton, what you'll see here is Hubble. It lists Hubble as a pitcher, Hubble. What it's actually doing is just it keeps showing the aces. To see the actual starters is when you go into this, and then you see who's actually starting this game. So if I would advance, let's say right here we have Robin Roberts versus Fergie Jenkins. If I go to the second, hello, can you let me go to the second? Yeah, there you go. And it's not, yeah, there it goes. See, now it's catch. It just takes a minute to catch up. So, but it's all good. As the games play out, these change. So, but thank you for looking at it, because when I first got Action PC Baseball, I'm like, what the hell? So, trust me, it all does work out. Anyhow, I'll see you guys in about, less than 5 minutes now. All I have to do is change the title and change the league here, and we'll go to the KCCL and have a little bit more fun. And if you don't feel like hanging around, it's all good. And again, to the person I addressed, it's nothing personal. All right, guys. This stream will end, and then the other one will start almost on its heels. So, for those not coming back, see you around the batting cage. Thanks for coming in, everybody.